Around midday Eastern Time on October 4, 2021, Facebook, along with WhatsApp, Instagram and Oculus, suddenly went down. Users around the world were shocked and puzzled. Many everyday activities were disrupted. Many businesses were unable to operate, and some Facebook employees were even locked out of their offices. At around 5:40 p.m. on the same day, most users were able to access the platforms once again, although some functions continued to remain unavailable for a period of time. This short interruption in services that we've grown to consider a regular part of our life demonstrated how much the world has become dependent on a few tech companies, some of which have made controversial moves recently. Similar disruptions are not uncommon in the world of technology, but this one was highly unusual because it made so many apps go down simultaneously, and all of them belong to the world's largest social media company. The company issued a statement a day later, quote, "Our engineering teams have learned that configuration changes on the backbone routers that coordinate network traffic between our data centers caused issues that interrupted this communication. This disruption to network traffic had a cascading effect on the way our data centers communicate, bringing our services to a halt," unquote. As some sources later concluded, the reason that it took Facebook so long to fix the disruption was due to Facebook's internal systems, which operated from the same location as the platform. There are even reports of Facebook staff being unable to access their offices due to the security pass system that was also affected by the outage. They eventually solved the issue by sending a technical team out to California where the servers were physically located, and they were able to reset the system. While everything was still off, Facebook and Instagram users turned to Twitter to communicate and find some relief. The hashtag #FacebookDown started trending and many memes on the subject appeared. It was so unexpected that many fantastic theories started circulating, such as the one about Facebook being raided by the military. The theory was shared in a post on Facebook itself, got much attention, but was quickly proved to be false. Even before the outage, Facebook was going through a rough period. In the week prior to the malfunction, the company had to pause its plan to launch Instagram for Kids, in light of recent leaked internal research. The research seems to reveal that a significant portion of teenage users blamed Instagram for increases in the rates of their anxiety and depression. Facebook's seemingly too relaxed attitude towards the findings and its initial intention to continue with Instagram for Kids were the reasons for Facebook's global head of safety appearance in a U.S. Congress hearing, during which she was criticized by senators from both parties. Additionally, Frances Haugen, a former Facebook employee and now a famous whistleblower, recently publicly accused the company of repeatedly optimizing its algorithms in a way that put profit over safety and public interest. She also compared Facebook with tobacco companies and said that the current version of the platform was tearing societies apart and causing ethnic violence both in the US and around the world, while the company kept ignoring its internal reports on those subjects. And then again, on October 8, another shorter outage followed. This one lasted for 2 hours and included Facebook, Messenger, Instagram and WhatsApp, and curiously, the rival app Snapchat too. According to the company, the issue this time was a configuration change, and the problems were unrelated to the ones that caused the interruption of October 4. All these events combined to contribute to a 4.9% drop of Facebook shares, while its founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg suffered a loss of his personal wealth down to $6 billion. All social media stocks prices were pulled down as well, with Twitter, Snap and Pinterest each falling more than 5%. Apart from using those services to connect and communicate with their friends and families, people also use them to conduct businesses, and even a relatively short outage of 6 hours can make a very significant impact throughout the planet. Many entrepreneurs and business owners complained that they couldn't make their sales through Instagram and Facebook during the outage. In some cases their individual losses went up to thousands of dollars, but the total loss will be hard to calculate, if it's possible at all. The Facebook outage was the worst one since 2008, when the service was offline for a day due to a software bug. But back in 2008, the number of its users was only 80 million, compared to today's 3 billion users. There was also another one in 2019, but smaller in magnitude with only some services affected, and not so widespread. Today, Facebook and its associated platforms, WhatsApp and Instagram, as well as many other internet services, have a profound effect on the lives of people all over the world. The outage shed light on our almost unconscious blind reliance on internet platforms and on the fragility of the internet itself, which is in turn closely connected to our economy and finance as well. This event might be a good reminder to ask ourselves a few questions. Have we become too dependent on social media? Do we have adequate mechanisms, psychological, financial or technical, to deal with potential future abrupt outages of services that have become such an important part of our lives? For a short time during this outage, we maybe had some time to pause and think. Was everyone truly missing these social networks? Did we feel a certain amount of relief? Feel free to answer in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more facts.